Recording live from the Hickory Hut studio on the campus of Defiance College, this is The Session with Billy and Ryan.
Today is April 4th. We are back in the Hickory Hut studios.
Oh, yeah.
With my co-hosts Ryan and Brock.
Hey, that's me.
Jake Adkins.
Whoa.
Oh, something different here.
Okay.
Yeah, second. You know, Marissa Guyton is out again. She had a game today, so stepping in her place is Holly Hurd, who's going to be taking the role of Marissa next semester.
Next semester, exactly.
So a round of applause for Holly Hurd. And our special guest today is Dia Jackson with the Criminal Justice major.
Yeah!
Dia, thank you for being on the show today.
Of course.
So you are a senior here at Defiance College. You played volleyball here for all 4 years.
Yeah.
And you're also a criminal justice major.
Yes.
So going through the program for criminal justice, if you're trying to get kids here who want a criminal justice major, what would you explain to them?
I'd explain to them that there's a lot of help here with your professors and your advisors. They're on you for everything, so there's a lot of help. Yeah,
and so I know with Town of Defiance, they're very hands-on with the criminal justice majors. And
you mean the police department, Bill?
The police department and everything like that. And so it's kind of cool to see that you guys can do your internships and everything through them. Have you been able to do an internship through Defiance, or has it been more towards back at home?
No, I did my internship my junior year, and I did it at CCNO. That's in Stryker. It's like 20 minutes away from here.
Oh, okay.
So that was
what was your role as your internship?
I shadowed the correctional officers. So everything they did, I did, except like touching the inmates and stuff like that. But
Right.
So is that something you want to do?
No.
No?
No.
That was just
From that experience, no.
Did you have any doubts before you went, and then you're like, no?
Well, on TV they show like jails being like hardcore and stuff like that. It wasn't so much like that, but
Well, CCNO is not like a federal penitentiary.
That's true.
Yeah.
But just being there still, like
It was
working
not
with
for
those
you.
guys, I don't think I could take like the attention that they give to the women there. It's
Oh, yeah, because I didn't think of that.
it's bad.
You would have to be really tough-skinned all the time.
all the time.
Yeah. So what is your future in criminal justice? Or what is the hope of Dia's future?
Law enforcement, of course.
Okay.
I don't want to be a cop, but I think I'm gonna like have to go be a cop
Be a
somewhere.
cop anyway.
Just so I can, because my overall goal, like I would love to do like homicide investigations.
Detective.
Yes.
Okay.
Stuff like that, or even within the FBI. So
Well, that'd be really cool.
I have to start somewhere,
Right,
even
yeah,
if
you
it's
gotta
somewhere,
start somewhere.
that I don't like.
So you probably, to be a detective, you have to be a police officer first?
Yep.
So does that mean you have to go to academy and those kind of
Yep.
things? So for people who don't understand, can you describe that criminal justice is not just a police officer? What are
Right.
some of the other options that you're aware of?
That I'm aware of.
Are there other things in criminal justice, or Holly, you can even mention something on this?
There's a lot, because I know for me, coming in as criminal justice, I wasn't really sure on exactly what I wanted to do. And now I'm looking more towards law enforcement and stuff like that. But coming in, there's so many opportunities that you can go into. You can go into investigation or just simple law enforcement or Secret Service. Like it's more like a broad thing when people think of criminal justice, because you can go into Secret Service or stuff like that, and it's still criminal justice based.
So one of the nice things about just having a criminal justice degree is you can give a whole lot of options open to you.
For sure.
You're not specialized. You were going to say back home. Where is back home?
Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit. So what got you into criminal justice?
My grandma.
Because
she was for 30 years. She did. She worked at the bridge to Canada.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So she was dealing with border patrol and everything like that.
Border patrol. Yeah.
That's awesome. My speaking of that, my cousin was a border patrol for Texas, between Mexico and Texas. So he was just telling me like how their procedures and everything that had to go into it, and he's like, well, down there it was a little more harsh than Canada to the U.S. But yeah, he said he loved working it every second. So that's really cool. Like there's so many different things you can get into with criminal justice, and I definitely feel that it's one of the bigger majors here at Defiance College. And just with all the professors, like you were saying, they're just so helpful.
Yeah.
With trying to get everyone to succeed later on in life.
I got 3 questions for you, real quick. Just what's your favorite criminal justice memory? Is there anything specific that you did in the major? You can think about that. What is your favorite volleyball memory?
Ooh.
And then what is your favorite just overall Defiance College memory? And maybe they're all 3 one and the same.
Okay, well, my favorite volleyball and like favorite DC memory is
Okay.
the same. Of course, beating Bluffton.
Of
Like
course.
that was
Of course.
I think we can all agree on that.
yeah. That was definitely a big perk
And
for
conference.
this school. Yes.
Conference
yes.
championship.
Yes.
Was it freshman year?
My freshman year.
Yeah,
Yep. And I
yeah.
actually got to play in that game too. So
Yep, I do remember that. They were at Bluffton, and everyone pretty much from Defiance went to Bluffton,
Okay.
and we were able to, or you guys were able
Yeah.
to get a big win over them.
Billy says we.
Hey man,
that's what it
it's
felt
Jacket
like that
Nation.
day.
That's awesome.
Right.
That's awesome.
Jacket Nation.
Yeah, it was
That's
sweet,
awesome.
and I have to say, being freshmen, first semester, and being able to see them get a conference championship was like, holy cow, we're actually good here at sports. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Do you have a favorite CJ memory?
Favorite CJ
mean,
memory.
Did you go on any of the trips or anything?
Yeah, I went on the trip last year. We went to Indiana.
Okay.
We went to a couple of places in Indiana. It was very informative. I don't know. It was a
Okay.
lot of talking.
Well, yeah, it's one of those educational trips.
Yeah.
that you do.
So
That's
fun.
interesting. So you only have like 5 weeks left.
Yes.
You nervous
Yes.
about getting a job?
About everything. Like,
About
I don't know.
becoming an adult?
Yeah, because all my life I've been going to school. So now what am I going to do?
You're going to get a job.
Yeah.
And it's going to be wonderful. Billy, take over.
Okay, so like we were saying, graduating and everything. Are you planning on staying in the Detroit area, or are you trying to move out
Yeah.
of the Midwest?
I don't know. I'm stuck in between staying in Detroit or going to Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Why Arizona?
My best friend lives there, and I
Okay.
visited there over spring break, and I just fell in love with it.
Are they a hotbed for corruption?
Yeah.
Holly knows her. Was it your sister's
my
husband?
brother-in-law is actually a Phoenix PD, and that's where I plan on doing my internship
Oh, wow.
Really?
next
Oh,
summer.
cool.
Wow.
So
That would be sweet.
yeah. He absolutely loves it. It's definitely a crazy job, he says, because now he's moved more off like investigation type.
Okay.
So he's no longer a law enforcement or police officer per se, but he definitely absolutely loves being in
Awesome.
I almost said loves being in Defiance. I meant Phoenix.
Don't we all?
Perfect.
Well, Dia, good luck
Thank you.
in your future. Hopefully you can become a detective.
Hopefully.
Detective Jackson.
Ooh.
So, hey, let's do the silly 6 real quick. This is where I ask you 6 quick questions and you give me 6 quick answers. And I know you haven't heard of it before, so this will be all fresh. Are you ready?
Yes.
Your favorite pop or beverage?
Orange soda.
Do you have a flavor? I mean, like a brand? Flavor. Orange. Ding.
Orange.
Okay. Your favorite fast food?
Oh gosh. No idea. Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Ooh.
Ooh, we haven't had that one
I
before.
like Popeyes.
Your favorite show?
My favorite show, Martin.
You mean it's not like a CSI or anything?
No. I mean, it is. It's Martin and the First 48. But
The
I
first
like,
48?
yes.
Yeah, it's on A&E.
Okay, I'm not cool.
Wow.
Your favorite musician or group?
No
Uh-oh.
idea.
No idea? I've
No.
never heard of that band. We can come back to it if you want. Or, let's see, your favorite dessert?
My favorite dessert would be strawberry ice cream.
Yummy. And are you a cat person or a dog person?
Dog.
Do you have a favorite dog name?
My dog.
What's your dog's
My
name?
dog's name is Donatello.
Donatello.
Yeah.
I love it.
And we call him Donnie for short.
Well, that makes sense. So you're going to get 3 more and call him Michelangelo?
No,
Or
that's too many.
Hey, this is the session with Billy and Ryan. We'll be right back.
This is Josh Pedro from the Defiance College Track and Field Team, and you're listening to The Session.
This is the Session News Break, bringing you all the news that is the news around the DC campus. We are quickly approaching the end of the spring semester, which means it's time for the late night breakfast again. This semester's event will be from 8:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. in the Sarek Dining Hall. If you'd like to volunteer to help serve breakfast or cook pancakes, please respond by April 16th to Lisa Marzalek. Well, April 26th on the quad from 11 to 3, come out and help Cab celebrate their graduating seniors. What to expect, you're wondering? Food, inflatables, a DJ, and of course, fun. That's going to do it for this news break. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the session with Billy and Ryan. Hey, we're going to be starting our Millennial Mind segment right now.
Millennial Mind.
With my co-hosts, Jake Atkin and Holly Hurd. So the first thing I have on the list today is Arkansas passing a bill letting concealed carry people with guns to bring them into athletic stadiums at the collegiate level. So my opinion about this is why try to fix something when it doesn't need to be fixed? For instance, why be able to have a concealed license for a gun and bring it to a sporting event? Even though you're not allowed to drink and have your gun on you at the same time, I feel like something could go wrong with that situation, and I feel that they should relook at this situation for this bill.
I have to agree with that, but my whole thing about it is, why should citizens be allowed to carry their weapons when they already have a bunch of police and security officers at the stadium with guns?
Exactly.
That are trained professionals that really know how to use it.
And it's not like these guys that are security officers for the athletic event are just your guys that are part-timers or anything like that. It's actually your full-time officers who are just able to be security at the game, and they know exactly what's going on. It's not like these guys just got hired a week before.
It's not like you just went out and took your concealed carry course and now you're like, ooh, hey, I could take a gun to this game.
Right. I think, it's just really strange, especially with Arkansas football, SEC. It's a big conference for football. You never know what can happen, especially with the refs.
Well, any sport, it's going to probably be the first instance of somebody with a concealed carry who does something wrong is going to be at their 7-year-old soccer game.
Right, exactly. So you never know.
Yes.
I guess my point on that would be, when you go through a concealed and carry course, you are trained how to shoot your gun, you are trained how to use it. I know people that have went through it. You're trained to shoot with your less dominant hand. I don't want to say it's close to the academy by any means on how they train, but you're trained to shoot laying down. You're trained to shoot, like I said, with your less dominant hand, and they are trained to a certain extent. Now, granted, they don't have extensive training because I think it's only like 3 days long that you have to go through it if it's back to back.
Okay.
But I think somebody with the capability and reasoning to have a concealed and carry, I'm not saying everybody's sane and everybody's perfect, but most people that have their concealed and carry, and I'm not saying all, but most kind of would have that reasoning on, do I really need my gun right now? Or
True.
I'm not going to drink with it. And also back to the security guard thing, they're not talking about just their D1 colleges. They're talking about all colleges.
Right.
And I think we have the police officers here in towns where maybe they have a limited amount of officers and they can't send one here. They'll get the private, I can't think of the word, but private
security firms?
Private security guards, and they'll have them come in. And I'm not dogging on them by any means, but I've met a couple and they're not the brightest people ever. It's almost like an auxiliary officer, and even then, some auxiliary officers, if they do, they can't have guns. So it can go both ways, I think.
So this is a topic that we need to get into a little bit more on the next show, maybe.
Sure. I don't see why not. All right, so moving on. Pokemon Go. How do you guys feel about it?
It's still a thing?
It's still a thing.
It is still a thing.
It is still a thing. I did stay up until 3 in the morning playing Pokemon Go the other night.
You're bragging?
What's that?
Are you bragging about that?
I am bragging because
I guess I'm just old.
I was the only. Ring and I were the only people in town that were
Playing Pokemon
Go. I mean, we had a cop stop us and ask us like, "Hey, what are you guys up to at 2:00 in the morning?" And we're like, "Oh, we're just playing Pokemon Go,
Just being nerds.
And then he radioed in. Never mind, nerds.
But when it first came out, everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, Pokemon! Like, I love this," especially our generation. Now, it's kind of dying off, but it's still being played. I'm still playing it, but
Congratulations, Billy.
well, thank you.
You're welcome.
But I still remember the first time it came out, and people were trying to get.
I remember the first time it came out. You say it like it was 20 years ago.
No, I didn't mean it like
9
that. As in,
months
like,
ago.
it was 9 months ago, almost a year. But what I'm saying is, when it first came out, people were
It was
going.
crazy.
Yeah,
it was
people,
nuts.
crazy.
It was
Yeah.
nuts.
They had to put restrictions on it for like driving because people would
People would-
drive and
yeah,
do it.
absolutely.
right.
Now
And people were getting into car
Your age
accidents.
group, I tell you, maybe aren't the brightest bulbs in the. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Millennial Mind.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Whoa. So this is my little thing today. WrestleMania was Sunday night.
WrestleMania.
I grew up loving WWE,
Oh, I did too.
and
I grew up loving WWF.
Oh, what about WD?
Shows
I can't
your
talk.
age.
It does show my
WCW.
age. I'm sorry. I'm not a Millennial Mind. Go ahead. Keep
I
talking.
have no idea what you guys are talking about
last
at all.
it would have been a couple nights ago. WrestleMania, The Undertaker is done.
His
He
last
retired.
Finally,
Finally-
match.
That is probably one of the cross-generational wrestlers.
Finally
Yep.
walked out.
Yeah.
Yep.
It did so in a pretty cool way, too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
If you haven't had a chance to look at that, maybe you should go out and search that because
Well, I did search it and I couldn't find it.
You know, if you go to Bleacher Report
Uh-huh.
WWE, they have all of their
The
stuff.
video or
The video.
just the article?
Yep. Nope. They
Because
have
this is
the
kind of
video.
like boxing was 20 years ago. You don't get to see anything.
Right. No, they have all the videos and everything like that. And
I don't know. I'll check it
you
out.
gotta check it out, man.
and my favorite tag team ever, the
Yeah,
Hardy Boys.
The Hardy Boys.
They made a comeback.
Matt and Jeff Hardy. Those guys were awesome. They're still are today. I mean, if anyone saw WrestleMania on Sunday, Jeff Hardy went to the top of the ladder, 20-foot ladder, and did a front flip and broke another ladder, and a guy fell down, and they won. Now they're the tag team champions of the world.
You know, real or fake, the point is it's fun. It's fun entertainment.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Exactly.
And you
It's
can
fun.
get so many generations to come together because that's what
That's
what wrestling is.
I'm not ashamed to say that my wife and I watched this for years together.
Right.
And, you know, it was fun entertainment.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. I've been to a couple, and I have to say they're a lot of fun.
You got one. Jake has one more thing to add. I can just tell.
I don't know, not really. Oh, I guess John Cena.
John Cena
is
he did. He's
engaged
finally
now.
engaged.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yep.
So I guess we in Millennial Mind.
That's gonna wrap
I
it
think
up
we're
for
gonna
today.
wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up like a Chipotle burrito, and we're gonna call it a day.
Is that English?
Sure. Hey, this is a session with Billy and Ryan. We'll be right back.
This is Hannah Hesterman from the Defiance College women's tennis team, and you are listening to The Session.
This is the Session News Break Part 2, bringing you all the news that is the news around the DC campus. Here's Jake Atkins.
Strikes for St. Jude's. It's that time again. Come join your Defiance Teak chapter for a fun night of 3 games of 9-pin bowling. Friday, April 7th at 6 p.m. The price is $20 per person or $15 for DC students. And that would be a team of 3 people at CNH Lanes, which is over by Taco Bell at 1924 East 2nd Street here in Defiance. The top 3 teams will receive cash prizes, and all proceeds from this event will be donated directly to St. Jude's. Contact me for more information at jadkins002 at defiance.edu.
Jake, you said before that you had how many teams already signed up?
We have 10 teams, so if you want a team, make sure you get that in to me as soon as possible.
We're talking serious competition for Strikes for St. Jude's. This has been a Session News Break Part 2. Be right back.
Welcome back to the session with Billy and Ryan.
Hey,
That
I
was
like
professional.
That was very professional.
We're taking it up a notch here.
Hey, Holly Hurd, thank you for being on the show again today.
Welcome.
Really
the future
appreciate it.
Marissa Guyton.
Yes, the future of Marissa Gay.
Not the future of Marissa Guyton. The future. This
Let it go.
Okay,
no,
bye.
no. Bad. Bad millennial mind. Bad.
You don't like Frozen?
No, I do not like Frozen.
Why?
It is a horrendous movie.
Just let it go, Ryan.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey, Jake,
I
tell
like
him how
that
to
you
get
did
a hold
that.
of us.
You can get a hold of us by finding us on Facebook by searching The Session DC. You can email us at thesession@defiance.edu, or you can follow us on Twitter at thesession_DC.
All right, please do that because we need all the help we can get.
Please.
This is The Session with Billy and Ryan. He's Billy.
I'm
Ryan.
He is.
See ya.
See ya.